Hi, I'm Karen, and I am here to do 45 minutes of yoga with you. This flow is going to include some great stretches for your hips, for your low back, for tightness in your hamstrings, your hip flexors, some really good stretches. We'll also get into the neck and shoulders. This also has a flow that has some standing poses that will challenge your balance. So all you're going to need today is your mat and a yoga strap. If you'd like a yoga block, there's a couple poses where you can use that to modify. So either a really thick book or a yoga block, but you don't necessarily have to have that. So take things at your pace. Feel free to modify when you need to. Feel free to just take a complete break when you need to. And the other thing is, this is a Skype class that I videoed. So when I'm facing the camera and saying left and right, either do what you see me doing or do what you hear me saying. But either way, let's have a great workout. Here we go. So welcome to yoga, you guys. I'm so glad you're here with me. Make sure you've got your yoga strap, and we are going to actually start laying down on the ground today. Okay? So come on down. And we're going to start on our backs with our feet a little farther apart than your hips. And you're going to allow your arms to just kind of rest straight out to the side and let your knees fall in towards each other. And I want you to just take some deep breaths in and out through your nose. I want you to let your rib cage and diaphragm expand on your inhale and deflate on your exhale. Use this first minute or so just to get yourself fully present here today. To just let go of any distracting thoughts and worries. Everything's going to be there when you're done. So just do your best to just bring yourself fully present here today. So let's go ahead and open those eyes if you closed them. And those feet are still farther apart than your hips. And I want you to windshield wiper those knees very slowly. So you're going to take your knees over to one side and look in the opposite direction. And very slow and controlled switch. Just think about a full deep breath in and out before you switch sides. Loosening up that back a little bit. Good. I'd like you to slowly roll into your right side. So your right arm is your pillow. And then you're going to take your left foot in your left hand. We're going to press that knee down. And we're going to gently pull the left heel towards your backside. So feeling that nice stretch down that left quadricep. And best you can, continue to pull that heel closer to your backside. Big breaths in and out. Let's release and just roll into your stomach. And you're going to bring yourself to your Sphinx pose. So those forearms are on the mat. Your head is gently lifting up. You're not looking straight up or straight down. It's just a natural extension of the spine. We're going to slowly lower down. We're going to bring those hands underneath our shoulders and just gently lift ourselves up and open up into up dog once. If this is too uncomfortable at this point, come back to your Sphinx. That's fine. Let's lower down nice and slow. And you're going to go ahead and roll to your left side. I'm going to turn so I'm facing you. But you're just going to lay on your left side. Your left arm becomes your pillow. Your right hand grabs that right foot And we're gently pushing that right knee down, feeling that stretch across the right quadricep. Continue to feel your rib cage and diaphragm expand and contract. Deep cleansing breaths. Try to pause at the end of your exhale before you take that big breath in. Let's release that. And one more time, come into up dog if that feels all right, but if you need to come into Sphinx, that's no problem. Just don't let your head collapse into your shoulders. Let's lift that head up. Let's go ahead and take our knees apart, big toes together. Sit yourself back into child's pose. So as you rest your forehead on your mat, let the middle of that chest just surrender towards the mat. Let's go ahead and tuck those toes under and come to down dog. So your feet are hip width apart. You don't want your weight heavy in your hands. You want to shift your weight back and let the top of the head just hang heavy towards the mat. Relax your quadriceps in your knees. Good, let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. And let's glance up and reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. Good, let's take that right arm down, keep our feet together. Deep breath in, reach left fingertips up. And let's walk those right fingertips down the leg. So think about pushing your left foot down into the mat. Right hand's gonna grab the wrist, just gently pull. Rest your head and breathe. Good, inhale, lift. Exhale a little bit deeper, continuing to push your left foot down. And let's come on up to the front of the mat. Standing back bend. And look past those fingertips, come on down. Glance up, lift the tailbone, lunge back one foot and then the other. Wrists below the shoulders, come on down slowly. Don't let your hips lead. Knees can come down when they need to. Up dog. If you want to, you can do a push-up. You don't have to. Down dog. Let's shift the weight out of the heel of the hand more towards those knuckles. Relax your feet, relax your knees, and lift those hips high. Good, let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Glance up, reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. And let's go ahead and take that left arm down, feet together, reach up. And walk those left fingertips down. And this time you're pushing your right foot into the mat. Left hand's gonna grab the wrist, just gently pull. Rest the head and breathe. Inhale. Exhale a little bit deeper. Good, let's open it up in a mountain. And let's find a focal point. Let's find a spot where those eyes are gonna stay. And let's go ahead and shift your weight to that right foot. Hands at your heart, and once you've found that spot where your eyes are gonna stay, you're more than welcome to lift that left leg up. It's up to you. And let's bring those fingertips up to the sky. Hands can be together or apart, but without shrugging the shoulders, let's lift those hips up. Open up that left knee and breathe. Bringing those hands back to the heart. Let's go ahead and extend your left leg behind you. So you decide how high you're going to lift that left leg. Abs are engaged. Back becomes a tabletop. Deep breaths. Very slowly, let's take those fingertips down towards the mat. Chin in your chest, just let that head hang heavy. And let's go ahead and take weight out of our fingertips and extend our right arm out for balance. And then let's rotate. Take our right hand a little bit to the right of the foot. Roll that left hip open. Feel free to extend that left arm up to the ceiling. You don't have to do that. The left arm could stay hanging down, but find a focal point and breathe. Rolling this left hip open. Slowly bringing the hands down and slowly bending your right knee, lunging on your left toes. Let's go ahead and walk our right foot to the right. Get ready for prayer twist and feel free to rest your left knee when you need to. Left elbow on the outside, palms together, right elbow up as you breathe. So let's not shrug our shoulders. You're welcome to take that left foot, kind of scoot it a little farther away. And as your palms are pressing together, see if that helps you twist. Just that little bit more. Good. On the exhale, one hand down, other hand down, and left knee to the mat. Hands on the inside of the foot. Let's walk your right foot to the right. And as you're sinking your left quadricep forward, let's bend those elbows. Come down to your forearms if you want, but stay on your palms if you'd rather. Chin in your chest and breathe. I want you to focus on sinking that left quadricep forward and staying evenly distributed with your weight. Not rocking to one forearm or the other. Continuing to breathe, let's come back to the palms. Let's take that right arm up. Twist open as far as you can, but sinking your left quadricep forward. Good, let's put the hand down and take your right foot towards the middle of the mat. Let's shift our weight back and let's slide this right leg forward. Let's slide your left knee back. You decide how far you're going. Hands walk towards that right foot. And let's bend the elbows, sinking the chest down. Allowing that hamstring to lengthen. And you don't want to rock to one side or the other. Try to keep your weight evenly distributed. Each exhale is that opportunity to deepen that stretch. One more breath here. And let's slowly start to ease our way out of this. I'd like you to put your right knee on the mat and do a nice cat stretch. Glance up into cow. And now that right calf stretch. So let's push that heel down. Take the weight of your hands on your palms and press yourself back. And then on your hands and knees, let's keep those feet apart. Keep your hips in the air and sink down to your forearms. So you're not sitting back. I want you to keep those hips up. Walk your hands out a little bit. Forehead down and let the middle of your chest sink towards the mat. This is very good for your back. Good. Let's come back to our plank. Our wrists are below the shoulders. Abs lifted up and come on down. Knees down when you need to. Chest is leaving. Nice up dog. Push up or not, and down dog. You can take turns bending one knee and then the other if you want. Great calf stretch. And let's walk or softly jump those feet to our hands. Let's glance up, lift the tailbone, reverse swan dive up, standing back bend. Good, open it up in the mountain. And we're going to shift our weight to our left foot this time. So make sure that you found your focal point, that non-distracting place where your eyes can stay. Weights on your left foot, and you're going to go ahead and bring that right foot up when you're ready. Abs are engaged. You're going to go ahead and bring those branches up. Hands apart or together, your choice. But without shrugging those shoulders, try to lengthen between rib cage and hip bone, opening up that right knee. Slowly bringing those hands back to the heart. And let's extend your right leg behind you for warrior three. Abs are strong. Reach those right toes back. Slowly start to bring those fingertips towards the ground. Chin in the chest, allow that head to hang heavy. Let's take some weight out of our fingertips. And let's extend that left arm to the side. Remember, you're doing everything at your pace. Take a break when you need to. Left hand a little bit to the left of the foot. Roll that right hip open. Keep rolling it open. Right arm either hangs down or reaches up, but find a focal point. Keep rolling this right hip open. Slowly bringing the hand down and bending that left knee, lunging on your right toes. Let's go ahead and scoot that left foot to the left. Getting ready for prayer twist. Rest that back knee if you need to. Right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Palms pressed together, left elbow up, glancing to the ceiling. Strength, flexibility, and balance all at play here. Deep breaths. Try to keep a calm face. On your exhale, one hand down, other hand down, and your right knee comes down. Hands to the inside of the foot. Let's walk that left foot to the left. And take your right quadricep, sink it forward as you breathe. Feel free to start to bend those elbows, coming down to your forearms or staying on your palms. Completely up to you. Chin in the chest and your head hangs heavy. Melt that tension away with each and every exhale. End of your exhale. Go ahead and come back to those palms. And you're going to take that left arm, reach it up as you twist. Now continue to sink your right quadricep down, and roll this left shoulder open. Good, bring it down. And let's walk that left foot towards the middle of the mat. We're going to shift our weight back and slide that left leg straight forward. Try to make it straight to the middle of the mat, not angled to a side, and you're stopping when it's enough of a stretch for you. Hands towards that left foot. Let's relax the left foot. Bend our elbows, sinking the chest down. Allow that tension to dissolve a little bit more with each exhale. And don't forget your right quadricep is sinking towards the mat. Slowly walk those hands back. Let's place that left foot on the mat. Left knee on the mat. And give yourself a nice cat stretch. Glancing up. And now let's stretch that left calf. So the ball of the foot's on the ground, your hands are on the mat, you're pushing back gently. Good, let's go ahead and come to our plank. Wrists below our shoulders, lift those abs up and come on down. Up dog. Push up if you want to, and down dog. Now let's take our right toes up to the ceiling. Walk the hands back a little bit. Bend your right knee and let it hang to your left. Feel that stretch all the way down the right side of the rib cage, opening up that right hip. And on your exhale for pigeon, let's slide that right knee between our hands. Let's tuck your left toes under and walk that left leg back. If you want to, that right foot can walk towards your left hand, but you don't want to roll to the right. Belly button facing the mat. Walk down the middle of your mat. Rest your forehead. Deep breath into the tightness around the outside of that right hip joint. Exhale, just let it dissolve. Don't forget to exhale completely. And now let's glance right and rest on the left side of the face. Sliding the right hand to your low back and allowing those shoulders just to flop. Nice stretch around the outside of that right hip joint. Very slowly untwist when you're ready. Let's glance forward and allow our left fingertips to inch away. That left hip bone faces the mat. Forehead down and breathe. And let's walk those hands back. Let's open up the chest. Slide your right knee back. And with the right wrist directly under the shoulder, let's extend the right leg behind us. Lift those abs up and extend that left arm, spinal balance. You're welcome to stay extended, but you could also lift the right foot and let the left hand grab it. Allowing that right foot to come up towards the ceiling and push the top of the foot away from you. Inhale, really lift. Exhale, extend nice and long. Good, hand and knee down. Take your knees apart, big toes together, and let's look up to your right and rotate your wrist. Right hand palm up underneath the left. We're going to rest on the right side of the face, allowing your left fingertips to walk to the front of the mat. And then place the back of your left hand down on your back. Relax your shoulders. Wiggle your fingers and just let the right ear sink towards the mat. Slowly untwist. Nice cat stretch. Glancing to the ceiling. And let's come to your plank. Wrists below the shoulders, abs lifted. Come on down slow. Up dog. Push up if you want to, and down dog. Exhale, hips lift, roll some of that weight out of the heel of the hand, more towards your knuckles. Relax your quadriceps. And let's walk or softly jump those feet to our hands. Cross our forearms and hold our opposite calf. Chin down, straighten those legs the best you can. Release, let's glance up. Reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. And let's open it up in a mountain. And let's bring those feet as far apart as you would like. Walk those hands down. You can even bend your knees to get them down to the mat. Slide the feet as far apart as you want, chin in your chest, and let the head hang heavy down. Take our first two fingers, make a hook with your big toes. Glance forward gently, the chest pulls forward, tailbone back, and then the strength of your arms pulls the head towards the mat. Face our fingertips away from us, walk them back. Bend your elbows and head sinks down. And then fingertips facing the front. Let's bend those elbows. If you want to take your feet any farther apart, please do. Chin in your chest and breathe. Good, come to your palms. And let's walk the hands to the front of the mat. It doesn't matter what leg's in front. We're going to take that leg back and you are in your plank. Abs lifted up. Let's hug the sides. Come on down. Up dog. Push up if you want to, and down dog. Head sinks down, relax feet and breathe. Left toes are going to reach up to the ceiling. Walk those hands back a little bit. Let's bend the left knee and let that left leg hang to the right. Open up that left hip. Feel that stretch down the left side of the rib cage. For pigeon, let's slide that left knee between our hands. Let's tuck those right toes under, walk that leg back. Open up the chest. Feel free to walk that left foot towards your right hand. and belly button facing the mat. Let's walk down the middle of your mat. Rest your forehead, deep breaths in and out. Think about breathing into the outside of that left hip joint and exhaling, taking with your breath any tightness. Glancing to your left, resting on the right side of the face for a breath. And exhale back of your left hand to your low back. Allow those shoulders just to flop. Right cheek sinking towards the mat. Slowly untwisting as you're ready. Glance towards the front of the mat and take your right fingertips, walk them a little farther, forehead down, and breathe. Walk it back slowly. Open up the chest and slide your left knee underneath. Left wrist directly under the shoulder. Let's extend that left leg out. Right arm reaches, abs are engaged, and you're not shrugging your shoulders. Left foot in the air, and let's take that right hand, reach it around and grab it. Out of that left shoulder, let's take the left foot up and push the top of the foot away. Great stretch for your left hip flexor. Inhale, lift. And exhale, extend out and reach. Hand and knee down. Good, knees apart, big toes together. I want you to look up to your left and rotate your wrist. Left hand palm up underneath that right. Rest on the left side of the face. Take your right fingertips, walk them away. Right hand at the low back. Allow your shoulders just to flop. Your whole torso should lift as you inhale and lower as you exhale. Slowly untwist. Come up to those knees. Let's clasp our fingertips at our low back. Gently pull the arms straight, open up the chest. See if you want to lift your hands a little bit. If you want to, you can fold forward, lifting those hands in the air. And you could also rest your arms at your sides and exhale, allow those shoulders just to flop. Good, release, come up on your hands and knees. Nice cat stretch. Glance up to the ceiling. And let's have a seat at the front of your mat. You want to make sure your yoga strap is handy so that you'll be able to grab it when we need to. Take a nice deep breath in and reach. Exhale, grabbing your ankles or your feet or your shins. Let's gently pull the elbows down, sinking that chest down. And the backs of the knees are pressing towards the mat. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can come down that little bit, but listen to your body. Placing those hands down, walking those hands back. Shoulders back, let's place those feet on the mat. Keeping that chest open and relaxing those thighs. Let's go ahead and take one leg up or both for boat. You want to try to keep those knees together if possible. toes lifting up. And place the feet far away from you. Walk those hands towards your toes, sinking that chest down. And as we sit up, let's pull those heels closer to you. Hold on around your toes, shoulders down. Let's lift the head up, press the knees towards the mat, and then the nose towards the toes. Come into boat one more time, and this time we're going to roll back and lay on our back. So let's go ahead and bring those arms up. Abs are engaged, one leg or both legs up. Take a breath or two, and come on back. Hands on those knees. Let's draw some circles to massage your low back. Gently in both directions. Both straight arms between your knees. Grab onto ankles or feet, and the feet are facing the ceiling. Let's take the knees down towards the sides of the rib cage and take your elbows, press those knees apart, and gently rock side to side like a happy baby. And then first two fingers around your big toes. Let's push those heels away from you and allow those legs to relax out. If this doesn't feel good, stay in happy baby. That's fine. And let's place those feet down, farther apart than your hips. And let's go ahead and touch our ankles or heels if you can. And let's lift those hips up into the bridge. Pushing the hip bones up, stretching your hip flexors. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower down slowly. So we go ahead and grab that yoga strap, and let's place that right foot in the strap. Left leg comes flat. We're going to move the strap towards the heel with a relaxed foot. Gently pull the leg in, pushing that right knee away. Best stretch is if that leg is straight, so back away if you're having to bend the knee. Let's move the strap towards the ball of your foot. Nice flex, gently pulling in, and let's roll that foot out or in. You decide what deepens your right calf stretch. Release the straps held with your right hand. Take it out to the right as you look left. Let's keep our left hip rolled down to the mat and gently pull with your right hand. Big breaths through the nose. And let's hand that strap to the left hand. Take it across the body as you look to your right and gently pull. Good, let's take that leg straight up. Both feet in your yoga strap and just gently pull those legs towards you, lifting those hips. You just decide when you stop lifting. Decide what feels good for you. And backing away, that right leg comes flat on the mat. Move the strap towards your left heel. Relax left foot. Straight left knee if you can, and pull it in. And backing away, move the strap towards the ball of your foot. Get a nice flex as you gently pull the leg in. Feel free to roll that foot out or in. Nice left calf stretch. And let's take that leg out to the left. Glancing to your right and keeping this right hip rolled down. Just gently pull left toes aimed to the wall behind you. And then let's hand that strap to the right hand. Take it across, glance to your left, and gently pull. Stretching straight down your left IT band. Let's exhale and release. Let's lengthen the body from fingertips to toes. See how long you can make yourself, and then just slide those arms down somewhere near your sides to rest, eyes closed. Let those feet flop out naturally. Deep cleansing breaths. Notice how the belly lifts as you inhale and lowers as you exhale. Bring to mind what you would like to inhale, what you need most for the rest of your day. Maybe it's some focus. Maybe it's some peace. Maybe it's some forgiveness. Decide what you need to exhale. Negative self-talk. Grudges. Let's pull all that breath to the top of the head. Exhale, allow the breath to roll across your forehead. Stream across your temples and flow across the back of the head. Across your eyes and your nose and your cheekbones. Feel the breath flow across the back of your jaw, straight down the sides and back of the neck, rolling across the top of your shoulders. Feel the chest just open up as those shoulders relax to the mat. Noticing the breath roll across your rib cage, one rib at a time. And flow from the mid-back down to the small of the back. And across your waist and abdominals. Deep breath in. Exhale, let those hips and glutes just relax to the mat. Quadriceps and hamstrings release along with your knees and your shins and your calves. Feel the breath around your ankles and then feel it flow across the bottom of your foot and up your arch and across the top of your foot. Between your toes, all the way to your toe tips. Exhale, just move the toes gently and allow tension and stress to escape through your toe tips. Notice that nice serenity surrounding you. Notice how you're better able to see what's most important and what it's time to let go of. Better able to see the steps necessary to take care of yourself. We're going to be nice to ourselves coming out of this position slowly. So let's go ahead and bend one knee when you're ready and place that foot on the mat. Allow the other knee to join it. Let's go ahead and just roll to one side. So your bottom arm is your pillow. So you take a breath. And then gently press yourself up to a nice sitting position. A deep breath in. Exhale, bringing your hands to your heart. Surrendering everything in your head to your heart. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining me for yoga. Namaste.